Today's topic is water. Vital for life, water is a key part of all of our days. Take a minute to think about how you've interacted with water today. A warm shower, freshly brushed teeth, a cold 8-ounce glass to rehydrate, a flushed toilet, washed hands, clean dishes. What about days that are a little different and have special interactions? Rain falling from the sky, paddleboarding on the Russian River, watching the waves at Bodega Bay. Did you know our bodies are 60% water? It's truly essential. Life can't be sustained without it. It's worth protecting. It's worth making smart choices on what water you consume and understanding why those choices make a difference. By simply choosing to take it from the tap, you can rehydrate with high-quality drinking water, save money, reduce waste, and protect the environment. Let's take a little time to learn more about tap water together. We all have to stay hydrated, and while all liquids consumed provide some level of hydration, water is a great choice. Let me tell you why. Our bodies are made up of over 60% water. Our brains, circulation, and organs all function properly if we have enough water in our bodies, which is super important. If we become dehydrated, meaning we don't have enough water in our body, it can cause lower academic and athletic performance, among other things, which means school and sports can become harder. You can also get a headache and experience thirst, fatigue, and dizziness if you don't drink enough water. We lose water through perspiration, sweat, respiration, breathing, and yes, urination. You have to replenish what your body uses up, which means you typically need about 8 to 10 8-ounce glasses per day. So now that we understand how important water is for our health and why it's the healthiest choice for hydration, let's talk about the two different types of water you can choose to drink. Tap water is water that comes from a water fountain or faucet at your home, school, local park, or other location. Bottled water is bought from the store and comes in a single-use plastic container. What do you normally drink? We're going to take some time to explain why taking it from the tap is a great choice for your health and the health of our planet. It's important to really get to know your water. Do you know where our tap water in Santa Rosa comes from? Most of our city's drinking water is sourced from the Russian River. In fact, the Russian River supplies water to more than 600,000 residents in portions of Sonoma and Marin counties. That's a lot of people. The water that is conveniently delivered to our taps in Santa Rosa is not just scooped out of the flowing river. It comes from deep below ground, where it's been naturally filtered and cleaned by layers of sand, gravel, and rock. It is then pumped out of deep wells by Sonoma Water and is closely monitored and analyzed to ensure it meets or exceeds drinking water quality standards. This water makes its way through more than 8 miles of pipe before entering Santa Rosa's public water system. Before this water ever reaches your tap, the City of Santa Rosa's water quality team takes water samples to the city's Laguna Environmental Laboratory, where scientists test the water quality. This thorough testing ensures that when you take it from the tap, you're receiving high-quality, closely monitored water that is safe for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. Want to know another reason why you should choose to take it from the tap? Let's talk about the differences in water quality between tap water and bottled water. Can you guess how many times the City of Santa Rosa tests the quality of our tap water every month? 200 times. That's right, 200. How do you think that compares to bottled water? Most bottled water companies only test their water about 4 times a month. The difference in the number of tests required comes down to how each type of water is regulated. Regulations require that our water supply system must conduct over 200 individual water quality samples per month at the source and throughout the distribution system. Bottled water, on the other hand, is regulated by the Food and Drug Administration with far less stringent requirements. Tap water tastes great too. Considering most bottled water on the market comes from tap water, you'll be saving a lot of money drinking from the tap. Another good way to compare taking it from the tap to bottled water is to look at cost. Which do you think is more expensive? It's bottled, by a lot. A gallon of tap water costs less than 1 cent, while a gallon of bottled water on average costs $7.50. It's also a free choice at many locations like restaurants, parks, or school drinking fountains. And with more and more water bottle filling stations around, it's becoming easier to take it from the tap. So get in the habit of taking a reusable water bottle with you when you're out and about, and you can save a bunch of money. Now, which type of water do you think has less of an environmental impact? Tap or bottled? We're going to look at energy use and plastic waste for this comparison. The first thing we need to understand is the life cycle of bottled water. When you purchase bottled water, what does it come in? A bottle, of course, usually plastic. That plastic is made from oil, which uses energy during the extraction process. The plastic is processed into little pellets, which also uses energy, and the pellets are then heated, using more energy, when they're molded into the bottles that we're familiar with. To make a bottle, the process uses 3 liters of water and 250 milliliters of oil, just to make one bottle. And once that bottle is ready to be sold, it also needs to get to the store, using more oil and gas to transport it. Did we mention that the entire process uses fossil fuels, causes pollution, and contributes to climate change? Another reason to ditch single-use bottles. And what about after the water in the bottle is consumed? The bottle has to end up somewhere. Can you guess how many bottles out of 10 actually get recycled? Statistics say it's only 2 out of every 10 in the world. 20%, that's not a lot. So what about the other 80%? They usually end up in the landfill. Any guesses on what the estimate is for how many years they will take to decompose? 1,000. 1,000 years to break down. A lot of plastic bottles also end up as litter in our local waterways, like lakes, creeks, and rivers, which then get carried out to the ocean. Let's dig into the ocean pollution problem a little more. Each ocean, think Pacific, Atlantic, etc., has 1 to 2 centrally located circular currents called gyres. That's a weird word, right? These gyres, or circular currents, become vortexes, which basically means a spinning whirlpool that then traps any debris that finds its way into them. This debris can be organic material like wood, but more often is trash and litter. There are 5 major gyre currents in the oceans around the world, and each of them has an island of floating plastic trash caught in the current vortexes. The largest island of plastic trash is found in the Pacific Ocean between California and Hawaii and is double the size of Texas. That's enormous! This plastic pollution impacts marine life, and animals are injured and die every day due to plastic pollution in our oceans. Marine biologists estimate that by the year 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Knowing about this issue is important because now you can help be part of the solution. An easy way to make a positive impact is to eliminate waste. Start by choosing to say no to single-use plastics like bottled water and instead choose to take it from the tap. Santa Rosa's tap water is significantly more environmentally friendly than bottled water. Let's do the math on the waste created if you chose bottled water so you can see the real impact you can have by taking it from the tap. The average adult should be drinking 8 glasses or 64 ounces of water each day. Most bottled waters are about 16 ounces, which means you'd need 4 of them per day. If you chose to take it from the tap, instead of buying those 4 bottles of water per day, you could save 1,460 plastic water bottles from ending up in the landfill each year and could eliminate any chance of one mistakenly ending up in the ocean as part of that massive litter island. As we wrap up, I'd love to remind you of the many reasons it's important to take it from the tap. Water is a precious resource. Choosing to take it from the tap is healthier for you. No calories, no sugar. It's also healthier for the planet. No plastic production or chance of litter. It's local, naturally filtered, and tastes great from the Russian River and ground wells. It's safe, tested 50 times more frequently than bottled water, and it's a much more cost-efficient option. 1 cent per gallon versus $7.50 a gallon for bottled. So the next time you're thirsty, remember these simple reasons to take it from the tap.